a terrible phone gamer. But yeah, I got another bisque, and that's all that matters. Who cares about the other several $100 figures I bought when I have a lobster transformer?
A mint bisque is a good transformer get because of how easy it is to be like me and accidentally close the chest hatch on his antenna and nearly sever them because they're made of soft plastic and you're not paying attention. I might need a new bisque.
He has a blue bisque without a head.
His name's not Blue Bisque.
His name's not Blue Bisque. He was the second one. Eric, tell me who lost Thermidor's head.
I don't know. I take photographs of bisque and Thermidor. Just constantly, they're polar opposites and everything. And then the one day, Thermidor was just headless. And I was just like, what? How does that even happen? Like, I wasn't doing something and it popped off and I lost it. No, I just come see them and Thermidor's just missing a head. So I have a headless Thermidor and a Thermidor with a head that I purchased afterwards.
This happened this month?
No, it happened like months ago.
If it happened this month, it'd be spooky.
This did it.
But Bisque is the nice one. Thermidor's the jerk.
Maybe
I guess maybe I
gamer,
don't know.
Bisque is competitive. He's the gamer. He might have been like, I'm going to take his head so I win.
He's nice in front of you.
Yes. Thank you.
What is? Did you say lobster bisque earlier?
Yeah. So there are
The character's name.
the character's name is
And
Bisque.
he is a lobster transformer. He's a lobster.
The repaint of it is Thermidor.
Which is also a
It's
lobster.
a blue bisque. Okay. I didn't know if we were talking about Transformers or cuisine.
Food.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to the fandom.
I feel like a donut transformer while you're at it.
It's coming in hot sauce. There's also a plunger.
There's also a toilet paper roll mummy called King Tooth that none of y'all talk about when you start talking about bots. Poosh, thank you. I like this guy. That's why he's in this table. We're Team Pooshan.
I'd say to get back on that topic, my gift for the convention was Masterpiece Dynamite. It ends up being each time I come to a convention is when I end up picking those up because sweet potato, and there was one deal that I got it for $280, which is more than what it kind of was at retail, but less than what it's going for now when you look online. So,
Really?
Wow.
That's a
Yeah.
big box of shit.
It is a bigger box than I thought it was going to be, and I'd like seen the side-by-side comparisons, and so it's always that thing like, oh yeah, I know that it's bigger than that, and then you see it in real life, you're like, oh wow, yeah, that is bigger. Photos don't lie, huh?
I know what you need to do with that Masterpiece Dinobot. You need to get a Bot's donut and feed it to Grimoire.
That's disgusting. It's alive.
We've been feeding Masters of TFcon for the last year. How is that any different?
Well, no, they aren't alive. They just think they are. The donut has a real face with real emotions. Titan Masters have a fake face on their backpack.
Chris, how
But they have a real
do you
face
feel
on
if I just
their
went for the
person
pizza
head.
instead of the donut? I mean, there's a pizza bot.
Well, I don't care about pizza.
Okay.
So pizza's less adorable, so
Yeah.
it can be
The
eaten.
pizza's face doesn't call to me, right? Therefore, it can't possibly be alive. It's expendable. But the donut, don't mess with the donut.
I'll keep the donut safe. It's okay.
Good.
It's okay.
I'm not much of a collector, but I'm into the humor. So I follow Robots with Coffee on Twitter. Yeah, so I bought the Robots with Coffee coloring book. Got great characters in it like Levelhead and my favorite, Nap Time. So I'm looking forward to coloring some of these guys in with my crayons when I get home.
All named by Flint Billy.
Right. Yeah. What was that one earlier today? What did he say? Dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire.
I like that name. That rolls. I have a miss and a get. So my miss, I got it in my head today. I kind of wanted to get Transmetal Waspinator because I never really had one. And then I got these two Transmetal 2s I really like back at home, Scourge and Iguanus. Iguanus I wasn't really thinking about, but Chosen Prime's like, older toys table. They had an on-card Iguanus for $10. And everyone else wants like 20, 25 for them. So I thought, oh, when I cycle back around, I'll grab on-card Iguanus. Because Transmetal 2 Beast Wars toys have a lot of chrome. And so the ones I have at home have been open since the 90s. And I think if I try to transport them to Toronto, all the chrome will fall off. So I thought I'll get some on card while I'm here. Do my little lap, get back, I'm like, I'm gonna get that iguanas. I was away for maybe an hour tops, and probably less. 30% of what was on the shelf was gone when I came back, so I just kind of walked up thinking maybe I was at the wrong table. And I was like, so what, I remember you had Beast Wars, so what happened? And then the guy's like, oh yeah, look behind you. I look behind me, and he's like, see those 3 cardboard boxes at that dealer table? Those used to be all the Beast Wars toys over here. They just rolled up and bought all of them. And I was like, I just got scooped. I've never been scooped that hard before. Not just the toy I wanted, but literally every other one around it. Whether or not I wanted them. Scooped as I was taking photos of the last night Megatron's butt over at the 3A booth.
Were they thoughts?
It was. I have some good video of it. It's Kirby. But, so I started to get some Waspinators at the Transformers Planet booth. I can't remember what it's called now. But I do have a get. I didn't pay for it. But I was doing a panel. I think I hit the end. It timed really well. I did a panel and I was just killing some time. So I was like, ask me any questions about Transformers. I know everything. And during that, a friend of mine just walked up, and I don't really I like the company Funko. I think they're very smart. I don't really like pop vinyls that much because I think they all look dead in the face. Not like the beautiful donut Transformer. Like Funko Pops aren't people. But I also really like some of the shows that only have Funko Pop, and I exert enormous amounts of restraint. Like I want John Wick. I'm not buying the John Wick Funko Pop. I don't need that in my life. But I didn't buy this. This is pushed on me. So like it's like if someone like had an infection, right? And then it's inside their nose. They just walk up and they kind of rest their nose against your ear, and you're like, oh, that's normal, like we usually do. And then they go just right to you, straight into your head, right? So anyway, I got a Funko BoJack Horseman that's gonna live with me now for the rest of my life. Thanks, Joe. Joe's over there. He's dressed up like Red Spider-Man Noir. It's what?
Netflix series.
I am not going to explain this.
There's a whole lot of explanation to what everybody has Netflix.
Yeah.
Just watch the first season to decide if it's for you or terminally depressing.
But you have to watch the whole first season. It's
I was
important.
gonna say, it's definitely
Yeah.
not.
Are you going to get a Funko protector for that?
No. In fact, when I get home, I'm going to tear the box open and I'm going to eat it. And then I'm going to put BoJack Horseman on my desk. And they're
Record it first.
No, it's private. It's for me.
He has a Transformers flask.
It's just a flask.
How do you know it's not a Transformers flask?
You're doing Schrodinger because his hand's over where Logan.
Yeah.
That's not fair. Also, I want to throw out there, I don't know if they're still in the audience, but some fine folks came up to me and said that they wanted to donate to the cause of nuts. So I was also handed some Nature Valley sweet and salty nut bars. And I appreciate that because I quite like these. We might raffle them off, I'm not sure. Does anyone like peanut bars? Okay, so maybe we'll raffle these off in the name of,
Science.
Not science. This is hard. This is not here, this is here.
What do you think made those bars, though? Do you think Hart made those bars?
Yes.
Or do you think science made those bars?
I thought Nature
Look on the
Valley
back of the
made those
ingredients
bars.
list. Are there any sciencey words on there?
What defines sciencey word? Yeah.
He's having a very hard time reading some of those words. There's a bunch of consonants right
It's
next
because
to
it's all crumpled up because I had it stuffed in my pocket for this entire. By the way, they're kind of warm, but it was my breast pocket. It was just my chest warmth. It's my heart warmth. There, we brought it around. So we're at the time of the podcast where we might want to do some raffling. We got some fine prizes over here. I've also brought 2 prizes on behalf of WTF and TFW. We want to do those first or last?
I was thinking do this one first and then move forward.
Sounds good. So, first we're going to raffle off some Valentines with glow sticks.
Make sure everyone has a ticket first.
Does everybody
Does
have
everyone
a
have a
ticket?
ticket, by the way? Anyone here missing a ticket? Daryl, go forth.
What are you doing, man?
God damn it.
It is time to deploy Daryl. While Daryl's deployed, do we want to walk through
Awesome.
some of the other raffle prizes are?
We lost some people with tickets.
Okay, so we have this wonderful Valentine's with glow sticks. We have these spark flowers that Daryl has a friend that made their paper. They look really good. They have designs on each petal.
A friend.
We have the aforementioned courtesy of Distortion Productions. We have the Constructed Cold EP, which are songs that are inspired by the comics, mostly IDW, plus one about Scrounge because he's the best character cover.
Good. We could drink that?
Attention.
Who's thirsty?
We have the G1 hot rod, so you don't have to go to Walmart. We did it for you.
Bigger cup. Oh wait, nope, that's not.
This was you guys. We have Road Trap and Battle Slash. Do you want?
Probably
Yeah,
Probably
probably is fair.
Don't want to torture you.
Don't give that. Don't split those up. That would be revolting.
Chris was having psychological issues for a while, only seeing.
I would find one or the other for months, and I was like, who are the complete inhuman monsters?
And the thing is, you could have fixed that problem for somebody else by buying one.
Then I'm part of the problem.
No, because you would have been making it balanced and even.
No, then they're just
As it should be.
What if the one who bought? What if it wasn't a complete monster? What if someone only had $15? Right.
Flywheels will be in one box.
Thank goodness. On behalf of WTF, that's one more. Yeah.
One more. We have also the Transformers Unicron #0 free comic book day, signed by Sarah Peter DeRoche. She did the cover, and Alex Milne, who did the art, and he also did a little sketch in the got a little Bumblebee sketch in the corner. So
May I take the privilege of adding something to the pile? Okay, well, we'll add Autobot Decepticast art. We've got these cool little buttons as well.
Great.
See if I can pop this open.
An awesome poster.
As well as a poster, a picture of Cup, World War II pointing, and I'll get it open eventually.
See if we can get
I
a
don't-
prize for everybody here.
Can I add yours?
they put us to shame in the SWAT game.
It's a poster cup, right?
Yeah.
Whoever wins that also gets this Sergeant Cup trading card.
The best part.
And we'll get the artist to sign it. I don't know where he is, but anyway.
On behalf of TFW, we've got kind of a little starter pack / offloading of commons for the TCG. It's a whole bunch of common battle cards. A lot of them are staple. There's more than 40, so you can make a deck out of this. And then a whole bunch of common characters featuring Sergeant Cup. As well as Starscream, Optimus Prime, Megatron, Flame War, Dinobots, Dinobots, Slug, Bumblebee, Bombshell, and Autobot Hound.
What about a Cosmos?
He's rare. I
No,
don't
that's
have
rare.
him.
That's actually your card. He's not that cute.
So this is WTF Prize 1. We have a second one. This is an art project. It's going to involve Nature Valley, peanut bars, and a signed Polaroid of me saying "Never give up."
I give up.
Never give up. We had access to a Polaroid camera, and I wanted to know if I could take a photo of myself with it, because when I was a kid, that stuff was too expensive to do dumb stuff like that. But now that I'm an adult and not dumb, you can do
And
dumb
it's somebody
stuff.
else's film.
And also, it was someone else's film and Polaroid. I did ask
Yeah, you did.
beforehand, but yeah, anyway, I didn't know what to do with this, so I had a Sharpie with me. Anyway, here. Never give up.
All right. So do we want to go like down the table and pull one until we get? We've got about the same number of gifts we do hosts here.
This will be for the
Okay, we got. Are you guys ready? 397-323.
oh winner.
Happy Valentine's Day.
All right.
Happy Valentine's Day and rave party.
FYI, Valentine's Day is right before TFcon USA 2019. Since we're all lined up somehow.
All right. So what's our next prize here?
What do you want?
Apparently the one I wanted to give out. We'll do that CCG stuff since that's kind of my milieu.
What?
Milieu. It's a French word.
I have not heard that word all year, and I'm really excited now.
All right. 397. Everybody's excited because it's also the same roll. 331. 331. Hey!
Yeah. I'll do the
Battle Trap.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. The two of them. Battle Slash and Road Trap. 397 329.
That's my kid.
So I guess I will take the liberty of doing the AutoCon Decepticast stuff. So this is, oh my gosh, sorry. I'm really clumsy today. And always. So this is the poster and some really cool pins. Okay. I couldn't crack into it.
Don't forget the cup card.
Oh, and we'll put the cup card into that as well. That will be 397. 311, one of the worst bands from my era.
I love that. That's fantastic.
Good poster.
Some awesome people sent me one of those in the mail.
It's a charity podcast.
They all are.
He says he's just here for the Sergeant Cup, really.
It's over here, actually.
Go ahead.
Welcome to a bright future of winning at the TCG.
And if you actually win a game with that one, let us know.
Definitely. Alright. This will be for the Unicron comic. It is 397-312.
Hey. We need some extra. Here. Trying to shuffle this out a little bit more. We got piled and stacked.
Mix it up.
Yeah, I know. Pick one out of the water.
Like, oh, someone handed it to me. No, that's water again.
Which one are you doing?
I'm gonna do the hot rod because it reminds me of me.
I agree.
Only better.
They can't move much. You kill Optimus?
I do. Okay. 397 307.
First no go.
Should I try again?
Yeah.
397 307.
Is that the same number?
One more time and then
This is a scam.
I can't even read Quintus, so
Quiet.
You did that one on purpose.
397 279.
Alright.
This will be for
And you have to sell that one up too.
This will be for the Respect the Primes EP. And you get pitch on it, right? It's original songs based on NW
I ended up at one Marvel.
and one Marvel. Oh yeah, it's the one from Scrounge.
It supports cancer charities.
All right, who wins this? Let's find out. The ticket number is 397310. 397310. We got a no-go?
They must have been with 307.
Oh, well, we'll put them together over here where they belong. Next up is 397.
How do you know?
Because I'm psychic. 321. 397 321. You need the tickets.
Yeah, I do. Alright, so next up we have the art project that I believe we
Yes.
referred to before. Yeah, it'll be quite an experience. You have to videotape whatever it is that you decide to do with these Nature Valley bars and this signed Polaroid of never give up, internet personality evangelist. 397-278.
What about almonds?
Yeah.
Damn it. Hang on. What, do I have anything else?
Do you have any more Sergeant Cup cards? Do I have to get into mine?
Take the photo, so then we will raffle off the nuts.
I owe you 2 candy bars.
Okay.
I was just joking about the peanut allergy thing.
I want nothing. Yeah, I have an allergy.
Nuts, please. Does anyone else in here with a ticket also have a peanut allergy?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we have the
I
flowers.
thought you said you had a peanut. No. Let's do the flowers.
$397,314.
Hey! Flower allergy.
Tough, because it's paper. Take that.
All right. Well, these were destined for me, I guess. Does anyone really want these? Well, we'll share. I'll give you one. I'll have one. Okay. Want me to toss it? Okay. Check it out. We're gonna throw something.
This can't go
Okay.
wrong. It's gonna hit the camera.
Like a glove. So, we're about done this panel. I figured we had one little thing we could talk about because it just popped up. A little palate cleanser before we go off and have some food. They just revealed at some other convention, I actually don't remember what it's called, it was called MGM or something. They're going to do Studio Series Constructicons, what combined into Studio Series Devastator.
Revenge of the Fallen.
Woo! I'm not even gonna. Because I'm all about Age of Extinction, the best live action Transformers movie.
No, but how long does it take a third-party company to do an upgrade set that is literally just his balls?
No, okay.
It's going to happen.
It will be released before the Studio Series toys are.
Crazy Debbie did tiny balls for the Tiny Devastator, and that was cute. However, this size, I demand, nay, I am owed balls that turn into a robot. His name will be Testicular.
Or Scroticon.
No. That'd be like the fast one.
Are we gonna start something?
It'll be about bigger.
So I figured we'd get to the part about Devastator
Bye,
balls
everybody.
later. But I'm just curious how you guys, like, who is down for it? I'm getting some major 09 nostalgia when I was trying like mad to piece together if those things combined, and it turned out they didn't. So they're doing them where they are combining. I'm having the weirdest speculative nostalgia, and personally I'm down because aside from the way that he was portrayed in the film after he combined, the part where Devastator combined was awesome. And then if you turn the movie off, man, Devastator was fantastic in those movies. I kind of want this thing. It seems really stupid, and I like it. What about you guys? Anyone here getting the hype on for expensive six-figure movie It's not 6 figures of money, 6 action figures.
Yes.
Movie okay.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I love them. I mean, I can't wait to have them.
Anybody that knows me knows I care nothing for any of the live action stuff. So
Any
But it's a big, colorful combiner.
With balls.
it doesn't matter. It's a combiner, and I don't want it. That should tell you everything you need to know.
That you have a problem.
Well, let's
I have many problems. Man.
Let's get away from the
He
old
has good
dated
taste.
podcasts and go to the younger podcast.
Hey,
Surely
hey.
you guys are, aside from Diecast, which is clearly, of a higher refined palate. Are you
All right. Yeah. When the pictures first showed up yesterday of like Burning Morning of Long Haul and Rampage, I was like, this looks deceptively simple. And so there has been something going on, and then today they're revealing that they combined it into Devastator. I'm pretty excited to see just where like the advancements in engineering are, because like the original Revenge of the Fallen one, what I saw was not that great.
It was a butt simple toy. It was 6 vehicles. Was it 6 vehicles?
Vehicles, yeah.
Okay, because technically the one of the Studio Series might actually be 7 or 8 characters. Like it's hard to tell because they're doing the what is this thing called? The excavator. The excavator. He's getting a standalone toy, so they might be like 7 or 8 Constructicons. Like in the live action movies, amongst the lore that was not in the movies, and there is plenty of it. one of the concepts was the Constructicons are not characters, they are a race of Transformers who all happen to turn into Earth-and construction vehicles and can combine. You know, this thing could be very large and thick and beefy compared to the older one.
Right, and yeah, and it'll be interesting. I'm curious how Scavenger, Demolisher, the torso, and Mixmaster, what size class they'll be.
Like, you can't even tell what is Mixmaster in that thing.
No.
Yeah. And my boy, Big Wheel. Like,
Yes.
I'm so friggin' hyped for new Big Wheel.
Especially because there's been reports of that the treads on the old one kind of start to like either melt the plastic or like fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do. I was kind of lukewarm on Studio Series for a little bit, and then it was like, maybe I'll start picking them up, and then they showed off all the stuff like Prime is also something that looks really cool.
Yeah, like friggin' new Cogman after Cogman's the best Titans return toy.
That's just a repaint, because they need to get it out there, because not a lot of people could get Cogman, but as a
Aside
podcast,
from how he was like on dead clearance throughout Canada.
we couldn't find him in the US.
Oh, that's why everyone told me to buy them.
Yeah.
Okay, I did.
Yeah, we could not. I actually got mine from Taobao, which if you follow Radio for Sharptron, you know that I have a Taobao addiction. But yeah, as podcasters, I think the Studio Series thing is, the Devastator in particular is something that's really interesting because it may be the most expensive combiner we've ever gotten from Hasbro.
Depends, I guess, on whether a leader's involved.
Yeah.
And how many of them are deluxes. It could be.
Yeah, and I'm also now thinking that thank God they didn't do this as a Titan class figure, because this could have potentially been our next Titan class figure.
And then I think characters like Mixmaster would have suffered.
Yeah.
Obviously, Big Wheel would have not been Big Wheel. He would have been Little Wheel. Yep. He has a name, I forgot what it was.
Demolisher, Scavenger, depends on
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it depends on which one.
Depends on the script as well.
No, but I'm like super pumped because I was 10 years old whenever this like happened, and I never got a toy. I never ever got a toy of Devastator, so it was always like this thing that I just wanted as a child, and then I know how crappy the original toy of the Revenge of the Fallen Devastator is, so I was like, I'm not gonna get that. Like, that would just ruin my like hopes and
White whale you built together.
Yeah, like white whale that's in my head.
This is beautiful. This is like me in Fort Max when I was a kid. I never had one. I saw them in the catalog. I built them up in my head as this amazing toy. I was actually quite disappointed when I eventually got one. But like, so you're in a better position because now when you build up your white whale, it also is now 2018 and toys are better.
Yeah.
So like, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Like we were, like me, Miguel, Michael, we were all like kind of gathered around the phone whenever the pictures first started going out. There's combined, we're all just like, how's it getting released? Like, what are the different price points? Are they gonna have robot ones? Like, what is going on? And then we found out, it's gonna actually be the individual figures combining the Devastator stuff. It was exciting to just see that get this like just nostalgia in all honesty. The first Devastator.
It's beautiful. It's my favorite thing that like the cycles that 80s and 90s fans went through is like it happens again and it stacks. You got all these different like layers of entry points. I've been talking a lot about how much I like this fandom with supreme bias, of course, because I've been in it for ages. But like this fandom is so utterly varied, not just down to like people, but like down to just your taste in Transformers, your presence as a demographic in this fandom. Like, in my opinion, there is no demographic that can shout down and nullify another one. Like, we're in such a good, in my opinion, position of like, this fandom is almost, it's not, untoxic, but it's kind of detoxified, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. Like, the worst of our fandom can't permanently hurt the best of our fandom, I guess is the way to put it. I don't know. I'm real hand-wavy internet hippie about it, but...
That was one of the great things seeing here, like just in person. So many different people, so many different interests, and it was just amazing.
Yeah. On that lovely note, do you think maybe we should let people get dinner, or do you guys want to say anything else in closing?
I want to get dinner.
I do want to say one thing since we're talking about the Studio Series. I have to. I'm so excited. They're redoing Prime and Jetfire. They're going to combine, and I'm really excited to see, since they've gotten away from Revenge of the Fallen transformations or difficulty levels, that maybe I'm actually going to be able to combine it
So I went through combining that toy for the first time in like 8 years last year, and I was discovering all these things that had been like over the course of 8 years chalked up in the TF wiki as like undocumented transformation step, etc., etc. But there's like 15 of them, and there are all these like little cuts and divots in Jetfire. It turns out match up with cuts and divots with Prime, but none of the instructions ever touched on it. So yeah, the only thing I'm bummed out about is like all the folks who have been hanging on that Revenge of the Fallen stuff as like their toy investment. I'm not bummed. I mean, they have it coming, but
Yeah.
that toy's finally good. That thing has held value for so long. It's gonna be so fun to watch it finally be humble.
The
I
only
saw a
thing I'm
Jetfire
concerned
for
about,
$65, and I've never seen a Jetfire that cheap until this convention.
and the only thing I'm concerned about is it's going to be the Hasbro instructions on it.
That's why we just don't open them.
Yeah.
We wait for the brain trust of people who record themselves. So you have 4 videos that you can go through, piece together what everyone missed, and put together, because putting together official video instructions, hiring a producer to do that is kind of a question, and I've not been yelling about that for a year and a half. But anyway, I'm hyped about that. The only thing left for Studio Series to do is 07 Megatron. It's not complete until we get 07 Megatron.
Yes.
It's not complete for a long time, in all honesty, with how many movies there are.
For sure, but like if we're gonna talk about like if you're gonna say Studio Series has actual bread and butter it needs to hit, it's like hit bread, it's hit butter, it's got pickles on the side, the plate's even nice, but there's a huge hole in the middle. Nothing about donuts. That is 07 Megatron, who has never had a fully agreed upon palatable toy compared to all the other movie Megatron designs.
Yeah.
He's the white whale now. And Megatron, where he's all pointy, he's Hugo Weaving that's not tired yet. His forearms go together in a fusion cannon, and he's like, extinction! And shoots a thing, and Optimus Prime makes funny noises while he bounces off the building. Like,
Well, what about that Dark of the Moon leader class Megatron? Never had a leader class Dark of the Moon Megatron figure, and now it's even going to come with soft goods.
I'm like excited now. I felt bad. Mikey from Moonbase 2 hit me up on Twitter. He's like, you squealing yet? And I was like, with a seal. Because I thought it was going to be 07 Megatron. And I felt like the most petulant brat while I was typing that. And like,
But it was
they only made a good toy of a thing I love, but it wasn't the right thing I wanted. Anyway, I think we can say thanks to everyone for sticking it out with us.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming out to TFcon. Thanks for coming to the podcast channel. Thanks for dealing with all of our yelling and our raffle prizes and our peanuts.
Hope to see you in about 5 months, apparently, at TFcon.
See you next week at TFcon. Hope y'all have money for a ticket to LA. No, it's not a choice. It is mandatory. I hope you got some savings all saved up.
No problem. I live in LA.
Everyone get this man.
We're all sleeping in his house.
And take it easy, everybody.
Where's